Honest, YouTube. Happy now. All is now is a gift to be in the present. You are now tuning in into the mind of an alginate moon here. Fresh sage signing back in. Uh, Putting out my perception into the cloud of the collective to expand the collective consciousness. Okay, and this is my continuation on Venus sign. So this is Venus in Cancer. Okay, so Venus in Cancer. Yeah. So Venus in Cancer is like, this is a square. Yes. So this is like a square, aka a learning process. Where Venus is like home in Libra in the seventh house constellation. Seventh house. Okay. Cancer, is the fourth house. Okay. So when a Venus comes into Cancer, it's just like a square, so a learning process. So when it comes to relating, it's like, yes, this is a right brain and an emotional sign in love, in relationships, and I'll go through it and just show you like the positives and the negatives in this placement. Where it's like with the Venus in Cancer, you have you care in your relationships. Okay, so in your relationships you care, even in the relationships when it's with just your friends, not just romantic relationships, but any relationships you're into, you care. Okay, and care, that frequency vibration of care is very powerful. That frequency vibration of care, you're using a lot of energy in the emotion vibration. You use up a lot of feelings, and that's like your lighter body. Okay, aka your son of God. Your son of God. Son of Gods is basically like your thought and your emotional body. Okay, and your daughters of men is this. So that's just another way to say frequency vibration, and this is energy. Okay, so that word care, when you care too much in relationships, with displacement, you can end up caring about people who don't give a fuck about you. And that's the thing about displacement. It's just like, because you have this your planet of Venus in Cancer, you care. You care for everyone that you feel that you have a genuine relationship with. Okay, and if that person does not have a genuine feeling for you, they don't, depending on what area of life you are placed in their rotation, it that will dictate, the experiences you will have in that relationship. Okay, so let's say, yeah, you have a Venus in Cancer. Okay, and your Venus falls into this other person's fourth house. See, that's positive, because that other person that you're in a relationship with can see you as family. Okay, and can see you as most definitely someone they can, take to their home, and you can be involved in their domestic life, their domestic issues. They can express and be comfortable expressing and letting you into their inner world, their home, their privacy. okay? And let's say your Venus falls into someone's 8th house. What's the 8th house dealing with? 8th house is dealing with occult, mysticism, okay? Sex, okay? So this is someone who could most definitely manipulate your ass, literally manipulate your ass, and just use you as a sex doll, as a rag doll, if you fall into their 8th house, okay? So yeah, just looking at, knowing your placement. So if you got a Venus in Cancer, if you got a Venus in Cancer, I strongly advise that you should be in tune with astrology, and most definitely check the ingredients of the people that you feel you want to be in a genuine relationship with. Check their ingredients, see what area of life your Venus falls into, their rotation, and you shouldn't really worry from there, because that caring vibe that you carry, with you is very powerful. And, it's imperative that you care for someone who cares for you back, and not just care for someone who's using you as a sex doll, okay? So, yeah. Next is Leo. So Venus and Leo. Venus and Leo in relationships. You want to be seen as this. You want to be seen as this. You want to be treated like a king. You want to be treated like the lion in the jungle. Okay, with Venus in Leo. Okay, so it's like, and also you love, value, and appreciate, let's say, creativity, passionate sex, passionate in the bedroom, passionate, with your partner. You could treat your partner like loyalty, or you want your partner to treat you like royalty. So it's, hand in hand, reciprocate the same energy, So it's just like, with Venus and Leo, this spells for like very, romantic relationship, okay? Very romantic relationship, Yeah, when we talking about, romantic, okay? And with this placement, you can have like a love for entertainment, love for creativity, love for children. This placement here can spell, someone who's got can have a lot of children, someone who wants and will love to have a lot of children. And when they have their children, they like to play with their children, and have fun with their children, and if you watch the movie Lion King, it's like that, Simba and is Simba the cub, or I don't know, but the dad, and how he treats the cub, this reminds me of, Venus in Leo, okay? Where it's just like, he plays with his child, and he shows how his child, he delights and the essence of him, just being that king, in this jungle, the king of the jungle, can rub off on his child, and just being that example on how the lion can dominate in the jungle. Just looking at that with Venus and Leo. Okay. So, yeah. Yeah, that's my interpretation on Venus and Leo. Okay. So next, Venus and Virgo. Venus don't fuck with Virgo. Venus don't really like to be here because what's Venus? Venus is, love, appreciation, things you love, things you value. Okay. And when this comes into Virgo, this is placed in the work category. So you're working on love. Okay. You're working on the things you value and the people, places, and things that you love. So this is placed in work category. Okay. So it's just like people might even see, not only, I'm not just talking about, this is relationship wise. Yeah, you might be like a work in progress romantic wise, but the positive is you can have relationships with friends that you guys can work together, and y'all can come together to work on whatever you value working on. Y'all can come together to work on that thing, on whatever you place value in working on. That's the positive side. The negative side is like when it comes to love and the things that Venus actually wants to do. Love, appreciate, pleasure, it's like not so much focus on that side, but just more focus on, loving and your work, your scheduling, your detail. You might be someone who loves like that 9 to 5, like I say, and yeah. But like I say, in astrology, work is not just like a job, it's just whatever you choose to work on, whatever you're working on, because like it all depends on the spirit and the body and how you utilize these alignments. Okay. So you can take an alignment that is not, that seem to be, for example, with this alignment, you can be working on something that nobody in this, no mundane 3D being actually is enlightened about. And, with, your Trinity signs, sun, moon, and ascendant, you can bring with your sun, bring whatever you're working on to the lights, whatever you value working on to the light, and people will see that, and you can be loved and appreciated for that. Okay. So there's a positive, negative to everything. Okay. So next is Libra. Okay. So this is home as well. Okay. Or is it, I want to say, now Venus is home in Taurus. Okay. Being the feminine side, and it's exalted in Libra, being the masculine side of Venus. Okay. So yeah, relationships, let's say, as opposed to Taurus, relationship, this placement is more good for, let's say, more, let's say, a lot better when it comes to the friendship type way with this Taurus, with this Libra. Don't get me wrong, Venus and Libra is, most definitely, romantic, most definitely. But I'm just comparing it with the Taurus, with the feminine and masculine side. Feminine side, is more bent on receiving. Masculine side of Venus is more bent on giving, okay? Because it's earth and air, okay? And earth gives, air receives, okay? So, masculine side, is more, once they give, most definitely, communication is the air sign, initiating new ways on how to communicate about love and the things they love, and the things they value and appreciate, okay? But it's like, if you're not giving me that same energy back, I'm gonna have to ghost on you, like the air, you know? So it's just like, yeah. But I want to say, like, nah, that's more, ghosting is more of an Aquarius trait, but you know, it's still an air sign. Let's say an Aquarius is a lot more quicker to ghost than the Libra, because you know, this Libra actually has, you know, that Venus influence. Okay, so it's just like, yeah, where they stay, you know, because you can have this influence and this energy where it's just like you could, you know, be letting someone take advantage of you because you are a Libra and you're about balance and you're about bringing balance. You stay in this relationship to keep communicating and initiating new ways on how you can communicate with your partner to make this relationship work, and not knowing when enough is enough. Okay? And this is where you can learn from your opposite side sign, Aries, to jump out of that relationship and spark a new one. Okay? So yes, that's just, you know, you see how I give you a perception that is not, you know, a Sagittarius perception, Sagittarius sun, you know, it's more of an expanded perception, you know, looking, you know, it's just Sag perception. Okay, so next is next is Scorpio. Okay, Venus and Scorpio. Okay, so Venus and Scorpio. With Venus and Scorpio, so it's just like this placement is deep. Okay, so this placement is really deep because like Scorpio being the depths, being the dark, being the mysticism, the sex, the occult, okay, right? The, you know, let's look at when we're looking at relationships, okay? Romantic relationships. Let's look at romantic relationships. Do not, you know, use, you know, your partner, you know, take notes that you have this placement, and do not let your placement use you. You know, don't be washed up under the current of your influence, and you know, just use your partner, you know, for your, you know, pleasure, and how, you know, you love, you know, just you just love the sex, you know. Don't just use your partner just because you love the sex, you know. Straight facts, straight to the point, you know. Don't just use your partner because of that, you know. Instead, what you could do is, you know, you could, with this placement, use it, you know, to, let's say, even if you manifest a partner who's willing to, let's say, dive into the depths, you know, because not only Scorpio is not just about sex, okay? So it's deep behind the scenes. You could use this placement, okay, with Venus in Scorpio, because you can have a love for, you know, what's not seen. Okay, the mysticism, like I'm saying now. Okay, so it's just like, it could be like, let's say the positive side could be healing. For example, with a Venus in Scorpio, it's like in relationships, you can sort of use this influence to sort of like, you see, this is where I'm trying to communicate with the mysticism, use the unknown and bring it to words, and I'm falling short. I'm looking for the right words to fill in the void. Let's say use this to, let's say, dig deep into, let's say, the emotions of your partner. If the relationship, let's say, use it for healing, like I say. In relationships, let's say if this relationship and you guys both are on your spiritual path. Let's say you guys are both on your spiritual path in this relationship, and you guys are, you're on your spiritual path, and you're spiritually inclined beings. Okay, you're both spiritually inclined beings. Okay, so with this Scorpio placement, you can most definitely use it, to sort of try and dig deep into each other, learn the depths of each other. If you see what I'm trying to say, learn the depths of each other, not just having sex to have sex, but it's just like, with this placement, it can be like, y'all can like explore, new ways of even looking at sex. Y'all can even, like, if you've heard of Tantra, this could be a thing in this placement. With this placement, Tantra could be a thing. In this placement, with this placement, Tantra could be a thing, most definitely. But hey, I ain't gonna sit here and tell you what to do with your partner. That's up to the spirit and the body. Okay, so. But yeah, with this, if you a negative spirit, you most definitely just using your partner to fuck. But if you a spiritually inclined being, y'all can use this influence to sort of heal. Be that healer, be that phoenix. The positive side of Scorpio. Negative side of Scorpio is that, Scorpio that is not facing its darkness and not overcoming and rising the darkness to become the phoenix. Okay? So, yeah. Next is Sag, Venus and Sag. Oof. Venus and Sag. This is and with Scorpio, this is Venus and Scorpio, with this being the opposite side of Taurus, you could sort of, like I say, use your partner for sex, and use your partner not only for the sex. This is the negative side. Use your partner not only for sex, but for shared values. Because, Taurus being with the things, possessions, fixed possessions, Scorpio is being like fixed, also fixed sign as well. So it's like you could be fixed on using your partner in relationships, not only your partner in romantic relationships, but the friendly relationships, using your friends for what they have, using your friends for shit y'all share together, or shit you assume that y'all share together. Okay? So next is Sag. Alright? Next is Sag. With Venus and Sag. So Venus and Sag, it's just like, with this, so this is a mutable Venus. So you love in the realms of wisdom, okay? So you love spirituality, okay? You love, your religion, you love your way of life. You love other people's way of life. You love to expand on, how you can go about, your morality, and you love looking at other people's morality. Okay? So let's say, I would say with the Venus and Sag, this placement calls, from my perception, calls for someone who could be in a romantic relationship, but be celibate for religious reasons. Okay? And yeah. But on a negative side, could, be in a relationship and just feel, because with a Sag in relationships, Sages do not really, stay long in relationships, so it's just like when you got your Venus in Sagittarius, it's just like, I don't even think, relationships sort of feel like a cage, and Sagittarius, that's the last thing you'd want to, a Sag would like to be in, a cage. A Sag loves freedom of thoughts, so if you freedom of freeing the spirit, freeing the mind, and freeing the body. So you trying to cage their body in a relationship, you got another thing coming, so yeah, with the Venus and Sag, just like relationships, or that's just on the romantic side, but friend side, it's just like coming together to do, let's say coming together to practice your religion. And in my channel, or not just in my channel, definition of religion is a way of life. Okay, so yeah, take what resonate and leave what don't, depending on your frequency vibration, and yeah, however you're vibrating. So yeah, that's Sagittarius. Next is Capricorn. So Venus and Capricorn. So Venus and Capricorn, so this is cardinal. Okay, so Venus and Capricorn is like, this is another earth sign. Okay, so let's say business associations. That's a key. Business associations. Making relationships solely on business. Saturn. This is a Saturn influence. Okay, so you love and appreciate business. You love and appreciate seeing new ways on how to go about creating, a way of gaining some sort of stability in your life. Okay, and it could even go down to when you're with, when you do find your partner, this is romantic now, you can most definitely be with your partner and be, having a partner that contributes to that. Having a partner that contributes to your business, having a partner that can, make money with you, help you grow and gain some sort of stability in your life. Okay, and yeah, this is Venus in Cap. No cap. So it's just like, yeah, relationships is it is Earth. It's still Earth, so you still love practical things, like I say. You love, so it's just like, yeah, you love practical things, in relationships, you just love, and you just, yeah, there's really not much to it. you just love, you know, meeting, because this is the feminine side of Aquarius, okay? Meeting, gaining relationships, that can be business orientated, okay? Because that is the Saturn influence, okay? Saturn is an earthy elements. The element of Saturn is earth. Saturn is time, and in this 3D perception, in this 3D earth realm, Saturn rules the time, and it's dealing with, what you can do in this time to gain some sort of materialistic thing, okay? So, yeah, straight to the point. So it's just like, yeah, the positive side, where it's just like you can be all business and be dry in this relationship with friends and romantic, or you can have a balance to that and not be caught up in the money, or just whatever the fuck you got going on, and actually opposite of Saturn, aka or Capricorn, Cancer, and actually care for your relationships and not just the things you guys are manifesting. Okay, so next is Aquarius. Okay, Venus in Aquarius. So this is more of a detached. Okay. I think that Capricorn was a square. I'm not quite sure, but with Aquarius, it's more detached in a relationship. Aquarius, if you can't take this person to space, if you can't look at the stars with this person, if you can't expand, talk about far out ideas, if you can't communicate about far out ideas, far out unique ideas, I don't even think you'll see this person. I don't even think you'll manifest this energy in your life. If you're not in the realms of, being a unique individual, in the realms of astrology, esoteric knowledge, things that are seen, mysticism, I don't even think you'll manifest a Venus in Aquarius in your life. Okay? So, yeah, Venus in Aquarius is someone that loves far out. Like this video right now, more than likely a Venus in Aquarius will be drawn to it. So, because this is what I'm doing in the age of Aquarius. We're utilizing these things that are perceived to be unique and new and original, such as astrology, so yeah, and communication is key as well. Fixed communication, okay? And they're good Venus and let's say in relationship, most definitely in a relationship this is a relationship that spells for someone who, will be in the relationship, to, let's say, create some sort of unique platform. Create like a unique platform with, or, and can be seen for this, unique platform, with their partner, because air is dealing with communication and relating, because Aquarius dealing with that associations with this Venus and Aquarius. Most definitely, people you come across, you most definitely probably even have a lot of people that's in your frequency vibration. People that's in your frequency vibration. But Venus in Aquarius is key. If they're not in your frequency vibration, if they're not, in your frequency vibration with Venus and Aquarius, it's like you won't really manifest them in your reality, So, next is Pisces, or Venus and Pisces. So, actually, I think I'd say Venus is exalted here. So Venus, let's say Venus is familiar with Taurus. It's also familiar with Libra. Okay, but it's actually exalted in Pisces. Okay, because Pisces is adaptable feelings. Okay, so in a relationship with Venus and Pisces, it's like it doesn't matter if you're romantic. They can be very romantic with their partners, very romantic with Venus and Pisces, but it doesn't even matter if it's romance or not. But if it's friendship, it's like there's still that water. They still have the ocean to give you. They're adaptable water. So it's just like very, very kind people. Very, what's the word? Forgiving. Very similar. I want to say it's not as, let's say, similar to a Cancer, but not, let's say, carrying with that care, not using that care frequency vibration, but more with let's say, in having that wisdom as well, where it's just like, hey, I'm in this relationship, but it's just like, you're not about to take advantage of my kindness type shit. You're not about to take advantage of my kindness. So it's just like with the Venus and Pisces, they're willing to do anything with you. They're willing to do anything for you. These are true friends, or romantic partners. They know relationship for relationship, because they're connected to the yin realm. Okay, they're psychic. They're feeling in the yin realm. They're feeling internally. Okay, they're feeling love, the Venus love, where it's like, okay, the Taurus Venus, hey, buy me something. I want something practical. Show me, love. Do something for me, Libra Venus, it's like more bent on that, communication and balance. More bent on that balance, and more bent on that balance. But Pisces Venus is like, Libra wants you to reciprocate that same energy. With Pisces Venus is like, they're just doing shit out of the kindness of their own hearts with a Venus and Pisces, but still having that wisdom, And you think when they do something kind in that relationship that you think that, you know, they don't take note. If you think you're getting over on them, no, they're still, it's like they take note of everything. You know, this is the subconscious. They're in tune with the subconscious, you know? So it's just like with the Venus and Pisces, it's just like it's deep. Venus and Pisces is deep. They're really, really, really kind and very, very forgiving people without you even asking for forgiveness or anything. If you've ever done them wrong or anything, you know, it's just like forgive and forget without you even fucking noticing, you know, with Venus and Pisces. Yeah, they just do shit from the kindness of their own hearts with the Venus and Pisces, and I fucks with it. So this has been my Venus signs, and I sort of chopped up a couple, and so this is gonna be like, you see like 2 or 3. So first, signing out. Catch you next now.